So you were there at that day. You were outside at the day, and you were waiting outside, and you were watching things.
Yes, I was. Yes, I was outside.
So what did you think about the situation that was there? Like what did you see that day?
Well, I saw the man.
The man.
Yes, I saw him come up.
Sorry, are you telling me that you saw the man who came up that day?
Yes. You see, I kind of, yeah, I did.
Huh? Well, that is certainly a development. It certainly is. The Crimes, a Smithgo fiction show. Season 3, Episode 8. The murderer is found. So, you were outside the day.
Yeah.
And we were waiting outside. And why were we waiting outside?
Well, I basically, I don't really have a job.
Okay, where is this going exactly?
Well, you see, basically what the issue was, I don't really have a job, so what I do to get money is that I go to people's houses, and when they leave the door open, I am... sorry, I go into their homes, and then I take, things of value, but only things that I can leave replicas of.
So you leave paste replicas of the valuables?
No, not paste. I've got a friend. He does these replicas. I arranged with him. I said to him, okay, I've started at this house. They've got, a cup, a golden cup that they keep on their mantelpiece, with their grandmother's ashes in it. And I go and I try to find out if they know it's gold. And then I take it to him and I say, is it gold? And he goes, it is gold or isn't gold. I do that. But beforehand, I actually get a sample. It looks like gold, looks like the replica based on a photograph though. So it isn't actually, it isn't, if someone made an examination, it wouldn't pass. But if someone was just looking at it with their eyes, or, it would look a little bit like it, but not to an expert eye though.
Right, okay. But, so you steal?
No, look, I only steal because I don't have the money to live my life. I don't have the money. I've tried multiple things. I've tried working. I haven't gotten a job. I'm always applying for jobs. I actually had with my last few pennies in this world, I got a fella to do a professional, do it up off my CV. He got rid of all the bad things I was legally allowed to get rid of, and he put me up in a really good light. I got a bunch of friends to, pretend to be, high flyer, qualifications personnel. And as a teenager, I did a bunch of work experience because I was offering £0 a day. No money, just pure labour. And I was working hard labour as well.
So you were there that day and you were stealing. What were you stealing?
Well, I don't like to use the word stealing, because here's the thing. While I am taking it and replacing it, if I ever reach fortune, I promise that every single person I took from will get back twice the amount in value what they had. And if I can, I will give them the value of what they had, and in fact the thing that I took, if I can get my hands in it.
Right, but what exactly happened that day?
Well, on that day I was outside and I was scouting it out, and well, there was a lot of things going on, and the next thing I see this fella, And I mean, he doesn't look like a nice fella. He's coming up the drive. He's just come out of his car, and he's got this weird slogan on his t-shirt. I've lost a cook, but gained a night's sleep. It's a very, I couldn't understand it. I couldn't understand it at all. Now, I was going to stay there. But next thing I hear him banging really hard on the door, you know, and he says he wants to get in. And then guess what? I believe her name was Lucy. You said, yeah, Lucy. I think that's her name. She opens the door.
Okay, so she knew him.
Well, actually, no, because of the frosted glass. When she comes up to the door, she can't see. And when she opened the door, that's the thing, that's what I knew. Because, sorry, it's the smoking, you see, it gets in my lungs. And you know, it's affecting me now. But anyway, you know, the issue was, she said to him, I'm not letting you in. I'm not letting you in. And he said, please. And then he said, look, I just want to have a chat. And then he said something else. I couldn't hear that though. And then I actually saw him punch her in the face. And I was thinking, this fella, he's one of those people, you know, these little shits who, you know, they're like, you know, so using violence against people is just disgusting, you know. I mean, people call me a criminal, but look at them. You know, they should be going to prison for a long time, don't you think?
Yes, I agree. I agree with you on that front. That definitely people who do that should definitely go to prison for you know many years.
Many years, yeah. I think they should go for multiple years. You know, it's disgraceful. Anyway, she said, fine. You know, I could see that she was kind of crying out. Fine, I'd let you in, but you're gonna have to go soon. Anyway, I did not want to be near him because I was thinking, Jesus Christ, this fella, he's gonna hurt me. You know, he really is. He's not the kind of fella who seems to, you know, like people. He's just evil, you know. Anyway, that's happened.
So I'm sorry, but so you know, obviously you didn't see him then.
Well, no, I did see him.
So would you recognize him?
Well, yes, definitely, because I took all his information down in my notebook.
Your notebook?
Yes, well, you see, I used to have this idea that I'd be once involved in a big thing, you know, like an accident, like let's say I was in the city and I'd see a man who looks a bit suspicious and I write it down, his credentials and all his information and all this sort of stuff, and the next thing there'd be a big bomb explosion. People were like, oh look, landmarks being destroyed. And then I'd be like, well, I actually saw this man. And I'd go, yes, it was him. He was apprehended and we stopped him and, you know, thank you and all this sort of stuff and all these things. But obviously that never happened. I still do it whenever I can. And this fella, he looked like some sort of a fella who would really, really cause some violence. So I took down his identification.
Can I ask you, would you give this identification to us?
Yeah, sure, I'll be fine with that. His hair was kind of beach blonde.
Beach blonde?
No, bleach blonde. You know, bleached.
Oh, bleached. Okay.
He had a sort of I have to say, although he was, you know, he may have been a domestic abuser, but you know, he was certainly certainly had a body that looked nice. You know, I mean, I was telling you about the vulgar t-shirt. Well, that fitted well on him, I have to say. But and then what he was wearing was, he was wearing these long kind of, you know, the kind of trousers you get with, like black trousers that, you know, that like pair well with suits. You know, those ones that are like that kind of fabric. And he had like a jumper on.
Okay, so will you actually tell us the full identification and give it to us?
Oh yes, I will.
And when we took this identification list and brought it to the police, this is what happened. Well, we took your list, and we ran that to the database, and well, it didn't actually turn anyone up. But then we ran it through the list of people you actually interviewed, and some of the people you heard about. You know, people who we ordinarily wouldn't really interview because they had no connection to the case. You know, people who'd seen her months before. And we had a match. You did? Yes. Well, I'll just say this. You seem to have got a lot of evidence. I think we found her murderer. And I think they must have been very, very angry. Thank you for listening to this Smithco's The Crimes, a fiction show. If you enjoyed this show or just liked it, then you can look at other episodes. You can look at the previous series or seasons, you know. You can look at other educational content or entertainment content. You can subscribe to the Smithco YouTube channel. I know, it's incredible, but you know, you can. You know? As of recording, you know, we obviously we don't have a whole lot of views in this video as recording because it hasn't been published yet. But if you want to share it, that's also fine. But yeah, hopefully you join us next time.